This is the Transportation TV News Update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting. The Transportation Research Board Annual Meeting is one of the largest gatherings of its kind in the world. Over 13,000 people convening in Washington, D.C. from all walks of life.
It's amazing because I'm from a small city, and to come to a city like this is to meet all these beautiful people. It's amazing.
Avery Owens came here on an academic scholarship. Mary Rawls is representing her private sector company. She describes TRB this way.
It is the largest, craziest time for transportation officials and a place for all of us to come together and exchange ideas.
You love it?
I love it. It's so much fun.
Also here in force are the top leaders of state departments of transportation.
TRB brings together so many of the activities. It's cutting edge on the research side from academics and practitioners and consultants. And I think it's important the staff are here, but CEOs really got to get engaged to know what's happening in the industry and bring it back home to your state. And that leadership, anytime you're talking about innovation, and that's what we're here for, the CEO's got to be there and be on board.
About a dozen of them providing their expertise in one or more of the nearly 800 sessions at TRB 2018. This roundtable discussion, called State DOTs, Harnessing All Modes to Move Everybody and Everything, included a lively discussion about the importance of DOTs being multimodal.
We have the awesome responsibility of keeping the millions of motorists and travelers, whether they're pedestrians, whether they're bicyclists, whether they're riding a train or landing in an airplane, we have some responsibility to keep those folks safe. We also have to address the multimodal demand. As I talked about, the 30-plus ports that we have, both inland and deep water, we can't forget that that's a huge job creator for my state.
Panel moderator, Pennsylvania DOT Secretary Leslie Richards says, the traveling public wants options. She spoke to Transportation TV after the session.
We know that not everybody's always hopping in a car and going on a road or a bridge. We want to make sure they can get to their transit connections. Obviously, if they choose to bike, if they choose to walk to where we're going, we want to give them those options as well. We're looking at our freight connections, our passenger rail. Our airports, of course, are also an important part of what we do. And we're investing over $300 million in our port system. $300 million is going directly to our Philadelphia port right now. We've done some dredging. We're investing in new cranes. We're expanding our operations there. We want to be a big player.
State DOTs generating and leveraging dollars to underpin investment was the title of this session, moderated by AASHTO President John Schroer, Commissioner of the Tennessee DOT. Schroer described the passage of last year's hotly debated and controversial transportation funding plan in Tennessee this way.
We started out asking for something over $500 million a year. We ended up getting $243 million a year. And we started out it being indexed, and that was the first session to get cut from the bill, the indexing.
The CEOs were candid about the funding difficulties on both the state and federal levels. One source of financing infrastructure projects being talked about a lot by the Trump administration has been public-private partnerships. New details of the president's infrastructure plan are expected soon, and Maryland's Secretary of Transportation Pete RAHN is anxious to learn more.
Maryland has a history of utilizing P3s. We've done a P3 at our port of Baltimore. We've done P3s on our welcome centers on 95 and a P3 on the Purple Line. So I believe we are very well prepared to leverage whatever dollars might be available to us. I still don't quite understand how those dollars are to be distributed and what their intent is. So I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to the announcements whenever they come out.
The issue of transportation funding and finance is so critically important today that at this meeting, it was a main topic of more than 40 sessions. Another hot topic, emerging technologies like connected and autonomous vehicles. State DOT officials came here from roughly 20 states. A total of 70 different countries were represented. Most of the participants are transportation professionals looking to share, learn, and to grow from 5 intensive days that are the TRB Annual Meeting. That's our news update. Toby Muse is behind the camera, and I'm Tony Dorsey reporting.